All right, Hard Yarners. Today we're joined by Lockie Sheridan, Perth Dude Food, if you follow on Instagram. Surprisingly, not really much chat about food at all. But this is right down the alley of a lot of our listeners. So, but before we speak about what we spoke about, today's episode is brought to you by alltradescover.com.au. If you're a big business, small business, a tradie, needing insurance and some sort of coverage, they're going to be able to help you. They're specifically tailored for the smaller tradies, sole traders, and it's shocking how many tradies don't have coverage. You're actually raw dogging it and you're in a bit of a risk area. So if you have an accident on site, you want to be covered. So hit them up, alltradescover.com.au. They're very onto it. A lot of them used to be tradies in that sector, or they've been in the business long enough to be able to give you a bit of advice and get you the right coverage. So hit them up. Tell them Hard Yarn sent you. I know a lot of you have done that in the past, so keep doing it. Also, this episode is brought to you by Crafted Finance. You in the space for a mortgage or a loan or a business loan?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're currently kind of buying 2 houses at the moment.
Mate, go through my mortgage broker. He's a mate as well. So
all right.
Yeah, that'll help me and help him.
Sweet.
Well, it doesn't help me.
Sweet.
But I like to help him.
Yeah, we could have set this up better. Right?
Yeah, definitely. But Crafted Finance, the good thing about Crafted Finance is they're very like-minded. They're supporters of the podcast, but they just want to present you with all the options. The best option with the least amount of interest over the term of the loan, and also the options that just get you the loan. Maybe you have to pay more interest, but what they're very good is they're transparent, give you all the options so you can make the decision. They even give you videos to explain the whole process, so it's very easy to do. Most of the time, they just do it over Zoom as well, because who wants to go out of their way and put time in to walk into a coffee shop and whatnot? Sometimes it's easier to do it over Zoom. But regardless, they are going to prioritise you. So get around Crafted Finance. The website is in our show notes, and the link is in our bio. So, but we were joined by Perth Dude Food. Perth Dude Food?
Yeah.
Not Food Dude.
It's a mind game.
It is a mind game.
It was a deliberate troll.
I always want to say Food Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stuff. Yep.
But anyway, welcome, mate. What did we chat about? Do you remember? Because it was not really much about food.
God. Not wearing a mask. Butcher shop.
Yep. Creating content. The digital ID and the scary good idea that it is.
Yeah.
The disguise that it's coming as.
Under 16s, my daughter's school.
Yep.
Social media sort of bans.
Yep. Fasting.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. All round, mate. Anyone who listens to this podcast, alcoholism. Yep.
Yep.
Anyone who listens to this podcast, generally, it's a lot of topics that you'll be interested in. So, mate, without further ado, let's get hard.
Welcome to Hard Yarns Podcast.
I am fucking fat.
Anything Chris White says, please disregard it.
5D is actually a state of being. It's a unity consciousness.
That was Hard Yarns with me, Frankie Rose. So I'm going to throw it over to your co-host,
Daniel Jelby.
And Cameron Branch.
I would do this and then I'd gong.
Free in attendance for the millions listening at home. Let's get hard.
If you want. People didn't like me for supporting the Melbourne Cup the other day.
Why?
Oh, because it's fucking horse racing and it's like animal cruelty or something.
Oh, right.
I get it. I did see the horse bleeding from the mouth.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, did you see?
See, people weren't like that. I just laughed. That's
Yeah.
my I used to get in them biggest learn of shit.
Yeah.
Like we talk about like homeless people, and I just, because it's a fun story, or like when I'm shocked, I just laugh.
Yeah, well, no, I do. I'm for animal rights.
Yeah.
To a point,
Yeah.
I just made a documentary actually.
Did you?
I got paid to do it, but I made a documentary on greyhound racing.
Yeah.
And look, it's not something it's not my passion project or anything. I've got to make this, I've got to get the message out about greyhounds. But in doing the documentary, found out a lot of shit about the greyhounds that I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to bet on the greyhounds anymore because...
Yeah, I can imagine. Like my mum breeds horses, but like not race horses.
Yeah, okay.
Like ponies and stuff like this. Not
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Well,
But it's
yeah.
sort of the same. Like she never. But it's, I think the same thing is like you can put down a horse. You know, like you can't put down a human.
Yeah.
But also it's kind of, I don't know where people draw the line on this sort of shit. But
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I've seen the video of the winner. Like, it's just blood of the Melbourne Cup. Just
Oh, really?
Blood like, coming out.
Just
of
coming
its
out the
mouth
bit.
after they're doing the interview with the jockey.
yeah.
As it's just one, and it's just like, well, that's its lungs bleeding. Like, okay, yeah, maybe it's not that good, but
Is it though? Was it? Is that what it was? Or was it the bit in its mouth?
well, from what I've been told, it's the lungs. They start to bleed on the lungs, and then I think there's
Just from
usually
being an
one
absolute-
dies.
Just a sprinter stud.
Yeah, yeah. But look, I don't know. I'm picking my battles with my activism.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But mate, thanks for joining us. Bloody
worries.
awesome. I think we had a chat a while ago online, and something never eventuated. But thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Perth Dude Food.
Yeah.
My missus loves your content.
Does she?
She loves a bit of food.
So my demographic is exactly that demographic. Like when you see it, well, actually in the real world, that's my demographic.
Yeah.
That's who I get approached by. I get approached by mums,
Yeah.
or young mums whose boyfriends love my shit, but their boyfriends don't want to come up and chat or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, I love your
Can my
shit. as
boyfriend
well.
get a photo and all this shit? You're like, it's so dumb.
I
think it's funny though.
Some of the shit you put up, like the other day, there was something that came up. Even this morning, having a quick little browse through what's something recent, and it was like the chili fries with just some jalapenos and cheese and stuff. Like, my mouth started fucking salivating.
Yeah.
It's
good stuff.
But yeah, mate, thanks for joining us. Bloody good to have you. What's been going on? How's your morning been? Because you're pretty similar in that regard. A bit of flexibility.
Yeah, we came in hot, very casual.
Yeah. yeah. I was like, I'm
hi.
running 10 minutes late. I had a tea time that ran late. So
Yeah, and I'm like scrolling and laughing at YouTube comments like this. Yeah, there's always something to kill your time. I did have an interesting morning though. Mm-hmm. So,
pray do tell.
yeah. So I don't know what time. It was about 6 a.m. Mm-hmm. So what? My daughter and I were looking at chicken salt the other day.
Yeah.
And for no other reason, just like it came up, this big thing of chicken salt. We're sort of into it, chucking on the chips, whatever.
Well, like the Saxa or
The Saxa one. So like we saw that and I was like, well, what is that? Because like I thought we'd seen them all.
Yeah.
So I went to the shops yesterday, didn't find it, but I found this like neon yellow one, like the cheapest one, nastiest one you can get. And I was like, oh, that's going to be
Which
super
is probably
boosty.
the tastiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought that home and we were making a lunch this morning and we just wanted to like smell it because it just looked insane, like just like too radioactive. So it's got the seal. You take the top off, and it's got the seal on top, like the sticky seal. I couldn't get that off. I got no nails, so I put it in my mouth to open it, and I got a full nose and mouth full of like half the thing went in my mouth.
Holy
I was
shit!
like, what? And then I turned around and like the cupboard door was open.
Yeah.
So I just turned into that, like I don't know, like panic. Like it was just chicken salt and booster and MSG right up my nose, and I smashed my face in, and then it just started bleeding. And I was like, what is happening? It was like the wildest 2 seconds.
Some people have a similar reaction to things going up their nose. Different sort of powder.
Dude, like I got whiplash too. Like,
fuck, okay.
Anyway, that was
Mate,
my morning.
Chicken salt is
Lost a bit of blood. And
chicken salt's
salt in the mouth.
weird to me in my head, like because there's salt.
Yeah.
What's chicken salt? Is it?
It's just chicken salt with a crazy amount of like flavor booster in it. So when you read it, it's like flavor enhancer. It's like MSG, but it says it's not MSG. That sort of shit.
Yeah.
It's got like this one had dried like maltodextrin in it, which just makes a powder out of any liquid or fat.
Yeah.
So it had like maltodextrin, but then it said basically underneath what the powder was. So it's soy sauce powder, onion powder, some other bullshit, turmeric for no reason, and then more flavor enhancers.
And resins and fucking all these other things.
The second thing was sugar. So it's salt, sugar, and then all this garbage. And not one thing said like chicken on it, obviously.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not like,
mate, Pringles. They're not even potato. I had
wait, what are they?
well, I don't know. They're
Kinda
not potato. That's
kind of makes sense because they're all they're too uniform.
Yeah, this is why when I had this chat this morning with a mate, we were talking like I've got this Whoop, and I've started to notice.
What's a Whoop?
It measures your sleep,
right.
and heart rate, and
Like Fitbitty sort of stuff.
sort of, yeah. But it's more it's mainly for your sleep patterns, and it spikes when you drink. Notably, you'd understand that.
Yeah.
But I went to the movies the other night, and I've been pretty healthy lately.
Yeah.
Not been drinking. Pretty conscious of what I'm eating. Lots of water, and I was like, we're at the cinemas. I'm gonna have a cup of lollies.
Right.
And yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Had
yeah.
that couple of lollies, and my sleep went down lower than alcohol. And I was like, okay, I wonder if that's connected. The next day I went back to normal, and it was just back to normal.
Yeah.
So whatever you're having in those the processed foods, all those additives, the sugars.
Yeah.
That's why. And again, fuck. I'm gonna hit Yuka up. Fuck Yuka. That's it. I've mentioned him enough times on this podcast.
What's Yuka?
Yuka is an app where you can scan the barcode on any packaged food, and it tells you what additives are in it, what the health rating is.
Right.
And some additives are they're okay.
Yeah.
But it'll give it a score out of 100. And you like wraps, for example. You're like, oh, that's the healthy option.
Yeah.
That's like 100 out of 100 bad rating, red.
Yeah.
Because of the additives and the preservatives that got in it. So basically, scan the barcode, tells you what it is. It's pretty cheeky though. It'll scan alcohol and go, we don't give alcohol an assessment, but you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
It's 100% alcohol. Yeah.
But it's good, man. My partner, she uses it on everything because we tried doing a whole week of nothing in a packet.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten like that before?
Yeah.
And it was difficult. A lot more difficult than I thought, as in time sensitive. So, for example, I do.
It's time consuming to make food from. Yes.
Yeah, like so we
100%.
like pizza sauce that we put on, like we do on Tuesday nights. We do homemade pizzas, and so we made the pizza base, and we were like, oh, we forgot about pizza sauce.
Everything. Yeah.
And so you get your fucking you get your dozen tomatoes, fucking peel them and reduce them down, and it took like an hour and a half just to get the sauce right and put all your herbs and spices and salts in there.
Yeah.
Just for the sauce, and it probably cost us about $15-20 for the tomatoes and all the herbs and all that as well. Whereas a little packet of pizza sauce. So we're like, well, after this week, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Again, sleep. You should have seen the consistency just rise.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But you're like, well, I can't live like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to completely put myself out. Or 100% of the time.
Yeah,
so
it depends.
Yeah,
like,
having
if you
that
had a
app is
job.
really good. Like, well, okay, I'm going to live sensibly. I'm going to use pizza sauce, which is the best one. Take the scan.
Yeah. Or just use like pureed tomatoes. That's kind of what good tomatoes. Like that's what pizza shops use. Just that and salt. But then you got like puppets full of salt. But
yeah.
When I used to eat all the burgers. If I have no more burgers for the rest of my life, I'm fucking fine. Like I'm so cooked.
How did you even stumble into this? Did you just make it for fun? Bit of a
So it was just a joke, as it was a chef for sort of 10, 15 years. And I've always hated food critics and basically what I've become as well. So like I've just hated it. I used to hate it.
You've become what you hate.
Yeah, so but it was a bit more, I guess it was a bit more intrusive back in the day. And it was like, the newspaper guy would come in, but you'd know he's going to come in. Here he is. Comes back the next day, has another scallop, that sort of shit, And I just didn't like it. Yeah. Like, this is not authentic.
Yeah.
And also, you don't know what you're talking about, like, go away.
Yeah.
That sort of vibe than,
Yeah.
Journalism's fine.
Yeah.
I can't write like those people.
But also, like, a normal person doesn't have whatever palate they're fucking talking about. You're like, does it taste good? It's a bit salty.
Yeah.
That's about my thoughts.
Yeah, 100%. And like everyone it's all subjective. So you would definitely not like things I like and vice versa.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we can still be mates.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. If you like licorice, fucking walk out that door.
I see you in the comment section.
Yeah.
So that's how it started. And it was just 2020. I had nothing to do. And so I finished off at my job. I was doing food sales after that, which is just the natural chef thing to do, is to go and fucking sell whatever.
Yeah.
Like late 2019, so December.
Yeah.
So it was like right when kind of started happening. Like you sort of heard COVID. It was a bit like meme-ish. No one really give a shit.
Yeah.
And then I was just doing, nothing. And then daughter was like homeschooled, all that sort of thing was going on.
Yeah.
Nothing to do. But I was already like visiting all these stupid burger places.
Yeah.
Not stupid, but like I think it's stupid to do that. Like it's just it's a
Yeah.
hobby.
Yeah.
And then I've just started try to get like better photos of things up on Instagram. But like my captions were completely retarded. They were like just sections of like Alice in Wonderland copying and pasting and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I know no one reads them.
Yeah.
Like just put burger. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I took the piss, and then I went on to my daughter said go on a TikTok, so I went on TikTok exactly the same way. And people were liking all my Instagram stories more than my posts. I was getting way more views.
Okay.
And that's what a TikTok was at the time.
Yeah,
So I already
yeah.
had it in my phone, so I just full
Got 'em
sent
on.
it, and that was it. And yeah.
Oh, sick.
Ended up being
Banger.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Does that start out monetizing?
No.
Were you getting like people reaching out to you, or just like, well, this is passion?
Yeah, I mean, like eventually that's all that happens. Is just all day is like DMs, and they're very nice things.
Yeah.
But you can see how if you weren't that way inclined, if you just wanted to do it for a hobby for the rest of your life, you can see how you get sort of a bit corrupted.
Yeah. Well, it ends up being like definitely at the start, like a bit of creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when I wanted to be a videographer and a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I still do. I'm still going to make a short film. Got that on the list. It's going to happen. But initially, like the idea of making a travel video, I think, is how I first started doing that sort of stuff. I was like, yeah, cool. I'm going to take you around Bali.
Yeah.
You know? And it was, now looking back on it, so cringe.
Yeah.
Very cringy. But
So I've started.
it set me on my way. It was creative. It was fun. It was the creative outlet that I needed. And that's probably what a lot of people are missing.
Yeah, so I enjoy making the videos still.
Yeah.
And I've made thousands. I could make a living making them for other people and other businesses.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's all just kind of a laugh, really.
Yeah.
But like, you know, when you hear X amount of people came in the doors yesterday, and sometimes it's a surprise, like it's, you know, like it's,
Yeah.
but then I still get like anxiety as a ex-chef going, I've put someone in the shit. Someone's going to blame someone for not having enough prep when they didn't know it was going to happen, you know, like that sort of thing in hindsight. And you're like, soz.
Yeah.
But like, good problem to have.
Yeah. What are you meant to do? Are you meant
Money
to
in
go?
the till.
Because if a video doesn't hit, and then you've prepped them going, just be careful. You know, I'm putting out this thing about your burger. You're going to get a lot of people come.
I just think, even if I did, like, even just thinking to tell someone that, like, how full are you in yourself to do that to? Like, I know that's like probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But like, by the way, I'm kind of a big deal, and you're about to get fucked.
Yeah.
With sales, and then you don't.
Yeah.
I had an interesting one a few months back. But a chef friend of mine goes, I was like, how's business, all this sort of shit? You just chat.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're down 40 grand this week compared to last year. And I was like, oh, fuck. He's like, but we're up in general. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, you know what happened last year, this time? He's like, no, you came in. And I was like, fuck. So like, I like knowing that sort of stuff. So like that, for that week, it was like
Spiked
up 40 grand, like
wow.
in sales. And he's like, cool.
Yeah.
So I kind of know it's working, but I don't necessarily reach out to people and go like, how good was it? Or that sort of thing. But you do get, it's really nice. It's a really nice part of it.
Well, there's definitely, that's where the attention is.
Yeah.
And especially yours, your specific is Perth.
Yeah.
Perth dude food. Like it's Perth eats. So the people who follow you are in Perth. They're going to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's other people who follow you that aren't, because you still do tasty food and whatnot. But
from the get go as well, I tried to deep dive. I just deep dive on anything. I do my own homework. I do on like, how do I, at the time, TikTok wasn't really pinpointing like geotagging properly.
Yeah.
So every now and then when something went off a little bit, you'd see it go.
Yeah.
You know, like New Zealand or especially if I don't have my voice on it, it'd go anywhere, especially with big burgers, US. Yeah. But now, and then I slowly figured out how to do it, as well as saw what other people were doing. And then that's when so now I can just go, okay, so you have to say in the first 5 seconds this sort of shit, or how can I do a hook? And then I'll just get bored of my own shit all day.
Yeah.
So I just try and make it a little bit different, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hero.
TikTok, especially early days, is sort of pushing it out there and
just
giving you that
throwing
dopamine hit. Like, oh my God, it got 1 million views,
Yeah.
and you're like, they're doing that on purpose to get you hooked.
Yeah.
And then they changed the algorithms a bit.
And then Insta tried to comically copy TikTok with its virality.
Yes.
And it was just a fucking mindfuck. Like, who are these people? Surely these are Insta bots, like 100%. Like, they have to be.
Yeah.
It's like, it was a direct correlation between TikTok being more popular, for sure. When Reels came out, yeah.
Yeah. I think Instagram's become a more it's a more realistic depiction of who's actually following you.
Yeah.
Whereas TikTok was very elevated, and they might see one video like you and then never look again. Wouldn't have a fucking clue who you are. Like I'm like that on TikTok. I don't follow people.
Yeah.
I'm sure I do with our account, but I don't like. All right, it's one of their videos. I better watch.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't consume.
Yeah.
I know, I'm an avid. This is gonna sound the dumbest thing in the world. I'm an avid, anti-social media guy. Don't go on it. Don't waste your life. Don't doom scroll. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Obviously, watch all my shit.
Yeah.
But I don't do that.
Isn't that interesting?
I make the stuff. I throw it out, and then diagnose my own work.
Yeah.
I wonder why that did nothing and this one did. It's not about the views or follows at all for me. It's just wonder how that happened, or had a.
In hindsight, though, most of them you look at it and go, "Oh yeah, of course that was never going to work."
Yeah.
I see that with other people's.
Yep.
I see that with anyone who listens. Obviously, knows who Wolfie is, and he's been wrestling with his algorithm lately, and he keeps blaming the algorithm and his screenshots.
Yeah.
This video is not getting any traction because the algorithm suggests people don't want to see it.
Yeah.
And I keep telling him what people want to see, and he's like, "Nah, who are they to fucking tell me what I think is cool? Like Oasis covers, and who's going to be the new Nirvana if no one can hear the new Nirvana?" And I was like, "Yeah, I get what you're saying, but also, bro, you got to give people what they want if that's what you're trying to do."
Yeah.
But I wrestle with this a lot. This is social media.
Yeah.
And I talk about how social media is. I know that social media is terrible. I'm actively trying to be on it less, consuming myself. It's the same with this social media ban, under 16 social media ban. Yeah, it's a good idea, man.
Yeah,
I don't think it's done for the good idea. I think it's there to create a pathway for everyone to eventually be on digital ID. But
they want all our children's information now.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Yeah, of course. And it's
however they want to do that. Yeah,
and that's the thing. Just because something's a good idea doesn't mean that's what they're doing it for.
No, it's like when they write bills for Parliament or new laws, they always throw in some other garbage that you don't really know is there, and they call it the good health bill or some bullshit. You're like, but it's some part of that you've passed a law where everyone has to eat a Parmigiana every day or something. It doesn't make any. Yeah,
they're rushing through this current bill about the Australian CDC, so the Centre for Disease Control, but we'll have a centralised. And look, I don't want to comment on it too much because Chloe's coming on next week, I think, to talk more specifically about it. But they're just ramming through this bill without it's subject to zero debate. Like the senators don't even get to cross-examine this bill.
But how does that even occur?
There's
no debate.
Yeah. Well, how isn't it? Yeah, exactly. So instead of the debate, they just go, right, let's do a vote on it.
So, then they can just choose to do whatever they want.
Yeah, and then
it's say it beforehand.
Yeah, well, and look, it's always been that case, but usually, I don't know the exact process, and we've got former Senator Jared Rennick on it, and we'll get him to talk about the process maybe, because I'm actually interested in that. Yeah. What's the difference between a bill just being put to vote and we should actually cross-examine this and maybe get to the bottom of the ins and outs of these rules. Can you clarify what you mean by this vague term? Does this not mean it's going to be, used in other ways and leveraged by, other people? Or can we, that law is really good. Can we just redefine this little part and make this very rigid in this area and that it's not going to be exposed in other areas? That's what that's good for. Yeah. But we don't get to see that with certain bills. And I want to know what the process is, why there's differences. Why aren't all bills just cross-examined? And maybe it's time. Maybe it's I'm presenting this bill.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is why this one and why not other ones.
Yeah. Oh, Jared will be able to.
So ask the guy. Yeah.
He'll be able to answer that very thoroughly. I think.
I definitely can't answer that.
No.
But I will
tell me your views.
But I will say how I've got a daughter. She's 14, and so this obviously affects her. Not too much because, to be honest, they're barely on it.
Yeah.
Right. But they have a thing at her school where it's just like kind of a pledge to not do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like it was just a recent thing. It's kind of the same thing,
Yeah.
but like in the school
Yeah.
umbrella. And I was asking her about it. I was like, "What is this?" And what do you? And also, I'm kind of curious as what do they understand about it without us telling?
Yeah.
You know, because half the time they probably just glaze over. Like, is this another thing we're being told to do? But what she said is like whether or not they got emails, all this sort of stuff into school stuff.
Yeah.
She's like the way her and her 3 mates found out about it was on Instagram. Like
That's so ironic.
It's so funny. I just laugh like that's so funny. And they got the irony of it too. They're like, "Isn't that funny?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Yeah." But also it wasn't even on. They don't have Instagram accounts, but like, it was on someone else's Instagram. Like someone showed them.
Yeah.
On social media, like so you wouldn't have like they could have checked their emails.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have known
It's
about the social media shit without the social media. Like it's so funny.
It's very concerning to me from someone who's been, commentating socially on things like this specifically for the last since day one. We were called Real Fake News on the first episode, and we would look at the news and go, "This is why it's fucking stupid," and we break it down one by one and bring a comedic tone to it. But that's what we were doing. And so we've been doing it for nearly 8 years, commentating on this sort of stuff. And then at home for longer. But we've been commentating on it for a while. And it's the same playbook every single time. They did it with COVID.
Yeah.
Everything's perceived to be voluntary.
Yeah.
But it's never voluntary. It's not like
No.
It's doesn't matter what your stance was on the COVID vaccine. That was not voluntary. Coercing people and leveraging their livelihoods and saying, well, if you want to keep your job, you got to have this. Yeah. That's not voluntary.
If you want to keep your job and you want to enter the butcher shop,
exactly. And so now that is the same thing is going to happen with this, and it's said to be voluntary. They're providing other options, but long term they're going to go, well, these other options are just not strong enough. Kids are able to get around it, and we're not getting enough. We're not getting enough security. We're not getting enough buy-in. So, unfortunately, the best way to combat this is going to be, well, you need a digital ID because you can't fool that. And then the digital ID thing is scary because now there's potentials. So it's all in hypotheticals. Yeah. But it's the potential for it to be all on a centralized system that's connected to your MyGov, that's connected to your bank accounts, that's connected to the healthcare system, everything. Yeah. And if it's attached to your social media, which is what they're going to be doing as well, and you say something that's not liked, the fear is the social credit score, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the carbon credit score.
Like I've seen them report on in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that was probably the extreme that I've heard of.
Well, they're already so China's the perfect example. That is a social credit system, and if you are digging a bit too deep into things you shouldn't be, you can't buy.
Just dial you down.
Yeah, you can't buy a train ticket or a plane ticket out or whatever. So again, coercion. But this is the draconian worst case fear. But the carbon credit is like, well, you know what? They're already doing it with banks. They've put a carbon credit score on everything that you've purchased, which is again why they were moving towards digital currency and like a cashless society. Yeah, a personal carbon. Not all banks, but some banks have started doing this, and they categorize everything that you have spent and go, okay, well, your carbon footprint for this month was this. Yeah. And so if they've already got the tools to analyze this, they're going to be able to go, okay, you've spent too much on ice cream and travel and petrol and whatnot. You've actually used up your limit for this year, so you can't buy that ticket to fly over to Bali for a holiday. Sorry, you've used your allocated amount of carbon credits.
Yeah, you're not a good bloke.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not too. You don't have to be too pessimistic to draw that bow.
Yeah, and obviously they would use the banks because everyone has to have a card.
Yes.
I used to carry around cash. I'm not like a big cash is king
No.
guy, but I kind of am leaning towards
Yeah.
that. The older you get, the older bloke, just an old man syndrome. Like my old man was like that. He was like, why do we have to have this card?
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, just tap. But then I'm
Yeah.
enabling what I actually believe. It's like, what?
Well,
I
look
had
how
a lot of
quick.
cash,
Yeah.
and I actually, I'm saving 10%.
Yeah.
Pretty much just walking around. Yeah.
Well, look how
Just in my head as financially,
quickly it changed.
I could
I
use
don't know how long it would have only been. I feel like 3 or 4 years ago, I refused. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Cash, I've got a card. And then one day I just did it because I don't think I had my wallet on me. I was like, well, I'll quickly set it up. And then I constantly tap.
Yeah.
And that felt like
And
it
it's
was
in
a
your
2 or
phone
3
now.
year thing where everyone went from like, oh, that's a bit new to like, you don't have tap and pay?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? So, and that shows how quickly will all this other stuff come in. Oh, you don't have digital ID. Oh, well, fuck, I'm sorry. We can't even provide you with a rental. See, they're trying to attach it to rentals. They're trialing it with this idea of it'll be easier for you more and safer and more secure. But you know that they're eventually going to go, well, look, actually, if you want to get a rental, we're going to prioritise people with digital ID. And there's a rental and housing crisis.
Yeah.
Whether that's by design or not, that's you can draw that bow. But
or they could say, your gas bill, the last place you were at was far too high, so no, you go down the list. And just say it like
Well,
that.
yeah, 'cause
They
it's all-
explain it in any other way they want.
well, because it's attached to a centralised information database.
And then it's through the banks. You wouldn't even think
yeah,
because you use your gas bill.
which is a score,
Yeah.
a credit score. We are literally going towards a social credit system where they would just go, oh, sorry, you've lost some of your privileges.
We're just commentating on it until it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Like we'll watch and look in UK, perfect example. UK is, they don't even, it's like, no, this isn't voluntary. You will. This is what's going to happen. If you want to have a job, they did it. They did a big petition. I think at the time that I commentated on it was 2.7 million people signed this petition within a week or something. Huge like pushback against wanting digital ID.
Yeah.
And they just were like, we don't care. This is happening. We're trying to do this to stop illegal workers coming into our country.
Yeah.
You're like, well, don't they need the national security number?
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember what it's called, but
Yeah.
shouldn't that be enough? Because that's technically what they need to get it. So why are they not going to go around that?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, like, I know.
Again, a good idea.
Yeah.
They use the good idea principle. Like,
Yeah.
this is a good idea. We're trying to stop illegal workers coming into our country because, immigration has become a problem.
And then you just make that the loudest talking point all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. You start off with that, the loudest one, the most popular one.
Yeah, you pull on the emotional strings, the things
Yeah.
that really upset people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, they stick to that one idea. Like, this is what it is. And then, like you said, with the bills, sneak one little thing in the background. That's what happened with the misinformation bill. The misinformation bill had such a pushback.
I don't even know what that is.
So the misinformation bill was going to be, unless you are part of the mainstream media or part of the government, if you put something out that is deemed misinformation, depending on what the known or accepted or
Information.
consensus is at that time, you can be fined, you can be jailed, your stuff can be brought down, depending on what the what body was it? It was I can't remember the anagram, but it was one specific area was given full control over what was deemed to be misinformation.
Exactly what I was about to ask.
And
it's like who decides?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So who decides that? Yeah. And so there was a massive pushback on that, specifically from people like us and the podcast and other political commentators around Australia. And we said, right, we don't want this pushback. Right to your local representatives, right to your senators. And with that, all of the crossbenchers, independent crossbenchers, were inundated with no's. So they were like, we want to stay in power. We want to keep our position. We have to listen to what the people want. So we're going to vote no against this. Yeah. But at the exact same time, like 2 days later, they rammed through this social media under 16 bill. And because we were so distracted almost
Yeah.
by this misinformation
Focus
bill.
over here.
Yeah. Look over here, and we just did that.
I wonder, like, what is going to continue to be misinformation? Because, like, when you said misinformation, I was kind of laughing in my head because that's kind of a lot of the stuff I post as a joke or a troll on my Facebook account because, like, they're all kind of boomers with over opinionated whatever, and I enjoy those comments and having back and forth, not arguing. Seeing if I can intelligently turn someone around or from something that doesn't matter and is legitimately a troll. But I'm not saying anything that's clearly either satire or a comedic.
Well, satire was in the.
But I would say that's misinformation because it's not true.
In that,
Do you know what I
well,
mean?
that's right.
Yeah.
So with the misinformation bill, satire was included in the allowances.
All right.
So satire was allowed.
So it's always satirical.
Yeah. So
Just
what do you
say
do at the
everything is
start of
satirical.
everything? This is for satirical purposes. Like,
Hi, I'm a well-known comedian.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just making fun of this. But as I like,
Disclaimer
we were
after
talking about it
disclaimer.
before, like on YouTube. YouTube's fucking, they're strict. And
Shit, dude.
me and Delby we started going well on YouTube. Finally, how good? This is where the money's at. So that's what we want it to go well. And then we get a strike for a fucking video for 5 years ago where Delby takes mushrooms, fake. They're fucking whatever, shiitake. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we just pretend he gets hallucinates. Anyway, stupid skit.
It's a skit, yeah.
It's satirical, but it gave us a strike.
Yeah,
And
wow.
now I can't post for 7 days, which is, is satire not even allowed these days? I don't know.
Have you got to the monetization point yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been there for quite a while, but I've never pushed.
Never tried.
And mate, we were getting like $20 a month. Like it's not even. $100.
Yeah.
Was your max out.
If we could take it.
Minimum, you had to get it to over $100 Australian before you could take it out.
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So
That's sort of the same with Facebook.
yeah, so we were getting nothing. Fuck all. We started getting more than that, which is great. But
No, I
just
just-
as we start to get momentum, they go, well, let's go check on these guys.
Yeah, but like, does it start again? Like the monetization period, or like
No,
does
no,
it just
no.
stop?
No, so our monetization hasn't stopped.
So it just keeps going. Oh, that's all right.
But if
then.
you get, I think, 3 strikes, you lose everything.
probably just delete you, right?
Yeah, but a strike lasts for 90 days. So it goes
so
away after 90 days. And
It's
then
like
you can get more.
demerits.
Yeah, it's like, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm very cautious about YouTube. I'm just keeping that for fun. Conspiracies,
Yeah.
ghost stories, things that people just like doom scrolling. I'm part of the problem.
Yeah, because I mean, we were talking about it, like you said earlier, and the only times I personally have had like warnings, never had a strike, but they've all been like things that we've never even thought that we've said.
Yeah.
We said the word like conspiracy, like I was saying, my mate Nicky, who did the Free Gas show with, he was just like, are dinosaurs a political conspiracy to mind control or something like that? And we were clearly in a childhood playground with dinosaurs. Like it was very satirical.
Yeah.
I liked the joke. Millions didn't, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
But we got a warning on that. You're like, what?
Yeah. I guess
But anyway, now we got to.
our full length YouTube videos, like if we're talking about past life regressions and stuff, I mean, it's, I guess subjectively, some people go, well, yeah, but like, it's fun to talk about. Does that mean we can't? Is that going to give us a strike because it's not considered fact?
But also, like, people are watching it, so I would consider that relevant to a population. Might not be my population that I'd hang around with, maybe, but do you know what I mean? Like, you're relevant somehow, and you're not like, I wouldn't say you're not doing it for pure clicks and likes, right?
No.
You're doing it for a
It's
conversation.
fucking fun, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Sitting there I said to my partner when I went home after an episode we did last couple of weeks, it was Delby brought in a UFO story that he researched, and I brought in an old CIA mind control program that, I did some research on that and the stories and a couple of the fun theories and we did the episode and I put it out and I went home and I was like, what a fucking cool job.
Yeah.
Like I got to have so much fun. I just got to research an old conspiracy theory and have a laugh with me mate on if this is real or if it's not, and let's treat it as if it's real and let's tell these stories for fun. And I don't know, like it is fun.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe it should be treated as such.
Yeah, like I treat like I still do like these absolute random podcasts I chuck on my YouTube as well. But I think we've done 3 in the last 5 months or something.
Yeah,
They're just fun.
Yeah.
But I feel good after them. I feel like that.
Yeah.
And we've done absolutely nothing, just chatted shit.
Yeah.
Like, but it's it's almost, I find it almost therapeutic. Like it has become now very selfish because I enjoy doing them that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's also like I feel that way. Like this is very cool.
Yeah.
That I get to do that, and I gather things that are kind of amusing to me.
Yeah.
And I like that. I even like that. Like no one gets it. You're
Yeah.
like, yo, that's just in my head. I thought that was hilarious.
But isn't that part of it? Like, because you're creating a niche crowd around you.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to be fake. You don't want to be working on trends.
Yeah.
So if you're just constantly like, this is who I am,
Yeah.
that niche crowd that builds to you, if you get 1 million of them,
yeah, it'll eventually. You're just gathering.
well, if you
Sometimes it takes 10 years. Sometimes it takes a couple of months for some people.
someone was talking about, it might have been Gary Vee, or someone was talking about the 1,000 true fans,
Right.
like the 1,000 true fans
Oh, I
that
like
would
that.
actually genuinely support you.
Yeah.
That would go, right, I'm not just a follower on Instagram.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 people who go, yeah, I'll give you $5 a month.
Yeah.
And like getting 1,000 true fans
Yeah.
is far better than getting 1 million people who don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, I kind of that's a really good point. Like I say, I don't consume anything, so
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
just miss all this stuff that
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
on. But like I would say, I think about it in my head like 200, even round that down.
Yeah.
because like you don't have to get money, even if you have to get money off them. But like if you want to, if they like your shit and they want to continue, off you go. Like we're not forcing it or anything like that. But I just like knowing, and my fans like that.
Yeah.
Or I guess call them fans, just like they exist in my DMs. They exist when I'm out and about. They go, we went here. I've never met them before.
Yeah.
They've never interacted with me before in my life. Real people on this, real people.
It's cool.
Like, yeah. So like that, and then you're like, shit, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you kind of realize, but like that's what's fueling it. You're not fueling it.
Yeah.
You're just throwing videos up
Yeah.
and having, and just having a vocation, to be fair. So
Also, like, because how do you go with hate? Do you get a bit of that sometimes?
but I very much enjoy it, and it's because I think I am naturally number one. I'm older than most of the people commenting. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just who I am, and I've lived a life before the internet, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you just take it like they're talking to you. Like, okay, so it's all mood. What mood is the person either writing, or what are you reading it as, right? If you're in a bad mood, everything's going to sound like hate.
Yeah.
If like, I'm not saying there's no hate, right?
Yeah.
So I read it as like, what would my mate, if that was my mate saying it to me, how would I read that?
Oh, that's a great way of thinking.
Yeah, and then I respond in that way. And then if they misconstrue it, perfect.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going. But I'm not looking to argue with people.
Yeah.
So a
So
lot
if
of
your
the
mate
hate
was
is not-
giving you shit, you'd give him shit back and go,
yeah,
fuck
it's
off, you
just,
dickhead.
and it's also kind of like a, like I played a lot of cricket growing up, so it's kind of like that banter in the
banter,
shed,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
all you're waiting all day for having a bat, and you're just fucking around with your mates.
Yeah.
That
Don't
sort
get
of
too
shit.
serious
So
with
that's how I read it.
Yep.
Every now and then there'll be an absolute real person who says real stuff that gets you.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? Yeah. And they're the most random ones.
It's odd.
But they're not ones that I don't think are designed to really get you back up.
Yeah.
But this,
Once they get personal, though, you know you've won. You're
Yeah.
like, oh,
but you know what? You don't have to reply.
no.
The strongest thing to do is just leave them. And then, like, I guess I'm fortunate enough where people will not necessarily jump on them, but like just have a laugh at their expense and just sort of like even it all out.
I think that's the way to do it. Just silence.
Yeah.
The silence is the best.
Yeah.
Or just, I mean, you could prod back a little bit. I'm just getting a bit better at not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Like not.
You
not
have
care.
to really not care.
Well, even real people in life,
Yeah.
if they don't like who you are,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't really want you. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What does it mean to me? It used to. I think you wanted. Oh, interesting. I don't know. I think everyone falls into it. We all have an ego, and we all want a little bit of validation. We definitely do want outside validation.
Yeah. And
It's
the internet gives you that too.
If
It's
you can-
instant.
Yeah, correct. But when it comes real world, like people around you, closest people, friends,
Yeah.
family, whatever.
Yeah.
And podcast is a perfect example. Like I'm constantly saying things about what I think and feel, so people will assume what I think or feel about something, and then create this character in their head about me, and then I can be the villain or the hero is something I've been understanding in someone's movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you just have to let it go. Like what sort of dickhead am I
Yeah.
to say, how dare you tell me how I think
Yeah.
and feel? And then I want to convince them
Yeah.
to think and feel the way I want them to think and feel. Like,
Yeah,
that is
100%.
such a contradiction. So just like, all good, man. I'm not even going to explain myself. I'm not going to defend myself anymore. I'm going to unapologetically be me. And then, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah,
But isn't that what you should be?
Yeah, I think I explained that perfectly once, and I can't remember how I explained it. It was just like a really off the dome, and I went, "Fuck, that was I didn't realize that came out of
flow
me.
state.
Yeah. But like, you're exactly right. Like, like you can't attack someone for having a point of view that's not yours.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck are you? Like, you got a bigger ego than whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever like Darren 69 is, right?
Yeah.
So
but like,
pretty funny though.
Yeah, it's by you commenting back, trying to convince them of your thoughts.
I'm right.
Yeah, exactly. Also, it's there. You can have a constructive chat back and forth if someone asks for your opinion. Because like if I do constructively go back with someone now, it's like, hey, I'm not having a go. I hate that I have to premise that. I'm not having a go, but can you just explain to me why? Because I'm actually interested. Because if I'm wrong, I'd love to be able to correct my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps a little bit if I do that. But most of the time, I just like unapologetically me now. And I don't care.
No, it's full send, hey. I just full send everything. I don't even think about what I'm saying because it is me.
Yeah.
Like,
even being the dickhead, being an asshole sometimes, or being considered an asshole by not caring. I did this at the Metallica concert the other night.
Yeah.
Did you go to Metallica?
Nah.
That's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, I don't even see. That's why I'm so clicked off from everything that I didn't even know they were here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
mate, it was.
But
I'd
anyway.
never seen Metallica in my life, and it was fucking awesome.
rad
Because
from
I've had a few opportunities to go see them, and you know, as you're younger, you don't have enough money and whatnot. At times when they were here, so anyway, went to see Metallica. Ticket fell in my lap, and found a nice spot. So Optus Stadium, people say they love it and it's good sound, but up the top, it's a bit muffled.
Right.
The music, very muffled, especially with a little bit of swirly wind around. It was just not great.
Yeah.
So Evanescence were good as the opening act, and Suicidal Tendencies was the other band. They were pretty decent, but again, I couldn't hear it very well, so I moved down and found another spot. Off to the side, you know, Optus Stadium, you got the railing where you can just sit and have a beer and watch the footy or the cricket.
Uh-huh.
Well, you can fucking watch Metallica from there as well, and it's
right.
40 metres away on the side.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a side view. So I was sitting there watching, and standing behind like where the disabled people get to put their wheelchairs and sit, and it's just a clear view. They're all in wheelchairs, so they're all sitting down. And so standing behind them, but there's a little access point, and very clear, don't stand in front of it. So I was like, yeah, I'll stand to the side of that. And this fucking drunk bitch, she starts being a dickhead, keeps walking in the way, and the security guard keeps coming over like 5 times saying, hey, you can't stand here. Like, this is an access point. You can stand to the right 1 metre there, or you can stand behind these people, whatever.
Yeah.
And she just kept on doing it. And she started kicking up a fuss about it. And then the security guard was like she's like, the girl goes to the security guard, I feel like you're just being mean for the sake of it. Have you got a problem with me? And she's like, I feel like you're just not listening to me. Yeah. Anyway, the security guard just sort of leaves, and then she tries to have a chat to me and a whinge about the security guard.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to watch Metallica. I've never seen one of my favourite bands of all time.
Yeah.
She gets in my grill and she's trying to whinge, and I just say, hey, I'm sorry, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm here to watch Metallica. And anyone who knows me, I've never been that guy. I've always been the guy who just like, fuck, that's no good. You know, people please try and lend them an ear.
Yeah.
But I put up a boundary and basically said, fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch a fucking band. I'm not here to hear you whinge about something. And
but you're in
you have to,
too.
you know, after that she left. And I was like, now I got clear space.
Perfect.
Don't have some dickhead being a dickhead around me. And then just by putting up a little boundary, being okay to be considered a dickhead to that one lady, made me feel so much better. So sometimes you just have to be, you have to be okay to be considered the arsehole.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm pretty much, but also I had a decade of like hardcore chefing, so it was like it's very fucking automatic.
Yeah.
So it's like if I don't want to, but it's also the way you say it. Like I try, like okay, so in the kitchen, if we're going to dial that sort of thing, like dial into that, you want to say very firmly and clearly the minimum amount of words to get your point across. That's just every day of your life, right? So you just get to a point, you get very good at that. Yeah. And sometimes, often, that comes across when I say it. Just like, what a piece of shit. Yeah. And also, like, if you put that, and circling back to comment sections, if you put that in a comment section, you're like, whoa.
Mate, that's me and Delby. Delby used to go, you're lucky I know who you are, because the way I would text him back would be like, he'd be like, you sound like an asshole. And so every time we'd get an email back, he'd like, make sure, like, hey, send it to me first so it doesn't sound like you're being a dick or whatever, because I am the same. I'm short form. Me and him, we grew up where it was 25 cents a text, and you had to be very short with your. If you went over the certain amount of characters, it cost 50 cents.
Yeah, so it's like K.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, bro.
Now it's passive aggressive. If you send K to someone, like, you all right?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah.
So
no, I just meant okay.
I'm now almost over the top now. I'm too thorough with my texts and returns, and then sometimes the old me will be like, thumbs up emoji, and they'll be like, good chat, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Thanks for being
it's
so
texting.
dismissive.
Give me a call, and I'll talk to you. You'll hear the tone and cadence in my voice.
But like, I've done so much of myself talking that, like, majority of people get it.
Yeah.
And also the way I guess it's Aussie accent, or maybe something like that gets gets slurred and it gets or what. It's sort of entertaining.
Yeah.
But I would say I was saying this to someone the other day that out of everything that, like, everyone's ever said to me online or anything like that, right? And, like, by the way, I don't get that much hate, but it's just everyone does, right?
Yeah.
No one's ever walked up to me and said those things in public.
No.
It's 100% high fives.
Yeah.
It's like, they want to know where I've just eaten.
Yeah.
All that, just, and it's just nice people all the time. Not one person said you dickhead. Yeah.
Well,
time.
This happened to me with, like, Tash Peterson.
Yeah.
So we had her on the podcast, fucking legend. And then I had a boyfriend on the podcast, and then she fucking, like, abused the shit out of me in the comment section for being an animal abuser. And I was like, well, I didn't have to have either one of you on. I was just having a chat with someone. And, like, even the other day had someone messaging me that's never said anything to me in person, and then fucking just abused the shit out of me. Like, you wouldn't fucking say that to my face. Yeah. What a weak cunt.
It's so funny because I had the lads that run Compton Burgers, and they're very polarizing on social media.
Are they?
Oh, very polarizing.
Yeah, okay.
They like in person, I've never had a problem with them.
Yeah.
Other people may have, but I don't judge anyone. I just judge one-on-one, whatever.
Yeah. Which is what you should do.
Yeah, and then that's the same thing. Like, in comment sections, it's like, these guys must be on crack and all this shit. And you're like, I don't know. Maybe they did crack. I don't know. But, like, but also it's like a talk to anyone policy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can chat to anyone.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a
good thing. Like, you just created your own radio station, essentially, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So fuck radio. Like, that's what I think.
That's exactly.
Make documentaries that,
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just don't say.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything political.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
But, like, that's nothing to do with me. It's just like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But then I was attacked for having them on. It's like, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
But, like, you've gone and had a burger, right? And they're like, yeah. He's like, did you get like talked to by the staff about your burger? And they're like, yeah, one of those guys. He's like, I'm not attacking you for talking to them.
Well,
it's so fucking stupid. Yeah. I just find it so dumb.
Oh, well, I have conversations with people on here that I disagree with a lot more commonly now.
Yeah.
With vegans specifically.
Yeah.
I had a trans activist on. Like, good conversations.
Yeah.
Great. When you chat, you're like, oh, cool. We've got some good, nice, happy ground. Somewhere in the middle that we can agree on some things.
I also think, like, what we were chatting about just before is, like, who are you to think that there's no other opinions or no other humans with a different brain? He was like, who the fuck are you?
How,
think, like, someone is allowed. I'm allowed to say what I want. You can say what you want too.
Yeah.
Just don't, to a point of, like, unless you think...
Well, that's why I like going back on things like digital ID and whatnot, and that compliance. You're in this sector of where everything you say and do, especially on social media, will be held to account. And we see people being arrested, like, I think it's 30 people a day being arrested for their social media posts in the UK.
Yeah.
Might be more than that now. And that's more than Russia. Like,
it's kind of nuts, eh?
Yeah.
And also how how backdated is any of this stuff going to be?
Yeah.
Because 20 years ago, I had
Correct.
a little, I probably would have written something on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's just I had one follower and just full sent something that was a little bit amusing.
Yeah.
But if I look back at it now, I was like, what did that even mean?
Yeah.
But is that offensive to someone? I don't get it.
And I think,
They're going to hold you to that standard 20 years later.
well, yeah. Well, they've even said at the World Economic Forum, imagine the compliance. And you're like, well, why are we being compliant?
Yeah.
I'd like to see the peaceful non-compliance. I think as soon as we sort of just go, no,
Yeah.
I'm not fighting you.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it collectively.
Yeah.
Collective peaceful non-compliance.
So
just nah, sorry, mate. How can you fight that?
I've seen this.
You cannot fight that.
You can't, and I can prove it because I've seen this on the tiniest scale.
Yeah.
During COVID and all those lockdowns, not downs, whatever. Show this, don't put that mask. Everything was changing daily, right?
Yeah.
In that period, I was an essential worker because I was helping my mate out, and a chef, right? So I was helping my mate out at his butcher shop. Officially, we had to make sure everyone had a fucking mask on. They did the bling thing on the window or whatever. And by the way, we didn't have one up there. It was somebody else's.
Yeah.
We went, oh, fuck, we didn't do it that day.
Yeah.
So we just pulled the one down from the nightclub
Yeah.
and put it up.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
just
yeah.
looked like we had it.
Yeah.
So anyone clocking in during the day was clocking in at the nightclub.
Yeah.
But no one pulled us up. But everyone that walked in, we just didn't question anything and
Yeah.
just, what would you like?
Yeah.
Set of shit.
Good.
And they didn't want it either. And we got more people through the door
Yeah.
doing it because they would go, hey, there's no one hassles you when you go to that shop.
Yeah.
It's no one's going, no one's going home sick,
No. Mate, it's just, I think that's.
But that was that thing of let's just exhale. This is too much. Just exhale.
Yeah, you don't have to push.
And I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And everyone did it at the same time. It was no one said anything that we're not doing it. We all just went,
Yeah.
and we didn't wear the masks.
Isn't that
No one pulled us up on it.
Isn't that a better way of doing it? It's
Yeah.
just collective civil non-compliance. I think that is the way forward.
happy
Just
either.
you want me to do that? Cool, not doing it.
Yeah.
Carry on with that conversation. I'm not going to kick up a fuss. Hey, I'm just not doing it. I'm not getting your digital ID. I'm not complying to your every demand. Hey, stop asking me to do shit. I don't ask you to do shit. Fucking
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Yeah. I don't know how that, the only problem you sort of come in there is how do you get paid if you're working for a place that wants you to be fully compliant with everything?
You'll fuck them.
Yeah, I get that, but it's that's the only thing I can come up with.
But they're only doing it because they're complying to the demands of the government as well.
Yeah.
So if businesses around Australia went, fuck off.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck off.
Yeah. It's so hard.
Sorry, not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. I'm done with it. Like that, and I know that seems a lot more simpler than it is, because it is. That's a lot more simpler than it is. I understand it's a far more complex situation.
Yeah.
There are people that need to put food on the tables and whatnot, but when we collectively do, just go, no.
Yeah.
And you don't have to kick up a fuss. You don't have to be violent. We don't have to protest. We just don't comply.
Yeah.
And I think that will be the most powerful movement that we will see globally in anything. It's just people just go, I ain't doing it, bro.
That's like my old man used to go to the RSL, and that's exactly how all those old boys were. They were just like, no, I think so.
Yeah, no.
And then just moved on.
Yeah,
it was never discussed. You're like, wait, hang on. You're like, I don't have to have a bank account.
I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And this is the thing. It's infectious. You see other people just going, no, I'm not doing it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Carry on, and they'll be like, oh, I didn't realize we didn't have to do that.
Well, yeah, because most people don't want to be the test subject, right?
Yeah.
Like people like ourselves, who, you seem like a confident guy, like myself.
Yeah.
Happy to stand up and go, I don't really want to do that, and just see what happens.
Yeah.
But I get that people are.
I did it.
Everyone's like that.
I did it in COVID initially, and I admit, first 2 weeks I wore a mask.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wear a mask. I knew it was bullshit. Knew it didn't work. Read their own guidelines in the CDC. that said it didn't work. Yeah. I was like, you're contradicting yourself. You're making us do something that you've said specifically is actually going to be more dangerous for us because then we're going to feel protected and then potentially spread that disease. But I did it to make other people feel comfortable because they were scared.
Yeah, 100%.
And then after a couple of weeks, I just said, I'm not complying to make you comfortable. I'm not dimming my light to make you comfortable. I'm not doing these things anymore. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to use my logic. I'm going to use my own discernment. Yeah. And if you don't agree with me, jog on.
That was what it was like for everyone though. Like it was that panic straight away, and then it was like, I don't want to be judged. Like walking, if you see someone 100 meters away without a mask, I don't want to be. It was trying to make everyone as comfortable, right? Just because you got empathy, right? It's basically what that is. It's not any one view. It's just like,
but the financial.
I don't want people to feel uncomfortable that I'm not comfortable. You know, like it's such a mind fuck.
Well, it was difficult at the start being attacked by friends and family or anything like that. But eventually,
I attacked a few too.
I feel like eventually you get numb to that, and then the only thing that really, I'll definitely admit, it created like anxiety in me. Fucking hard was the fact that I wasn't going to comply. I wasn't going to have the jab, and I knew that was going to affect me financially. Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck, what do I do? I've got a daughter. I got rent. I got a lot of things." Yeah, and you start to your mind races, and you're like, "What if this doesn't end?" Yeah, and then I've just cost myself 6 months of non-compliance when I could have just done it 6 months ago, and then I end up having it. You know, you start to. Like your mind races, and then I was having fucking anxiety attacks and stuff because I was like, where's my money going to come from? Yeah. I just started a business. Yeah. And not just started. I'd started a business 2 years earlier. Yeah. And I'd just gone into it full time, and then every business and every client I had, which I was making content like what you did for clients. Yeah. They were like, we're not open, so we don't need your work. Yeah. And then I'd lost all them, and then. Oh, I was fucking shitting it, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. But also, like, every single one of my mates that was a chef, what do? You have they were boxed into being essential, so they kind of had to go to work because you could work. So you're like, oh, well now I don't want to not go to work and not help out my mates or the restaurant or do you know what I mean? But then you have to get needles or whatever you're calling them, vaccines and stuff. Yeah. To do that, you're like, well, now I can't. Like, and also, what do I do? Like, it's actually just impossible to get out of chefing, period. Yeah. It's just...
Is it?
It's just so... Because, like, what do? You've done it for so long, and now it's kind of a young man's game too.
I've always wondered the chef game because it... Started watching a few cooking shows because my partner, she loves it. She's really been really creative, and I've seen a bit of a spark in her lately with, like...
Cooking?
Yeah. She's very good. Anyway, we've been watching a few cooking shows, and the pressure I see on some people in those kitchens, I'm like, fuck that, man. Like, your job is that all the time. Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah. You must be so resilient.
It's non-stop, and then you're like, why did I do that?
You're in constant fight or flight.
Yeah. So everything in the kitchen is not it's designed to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Like it's too hot, it's too fast, it's you're on it's too exhausting. You're on your feet too much. It's really cold in the cool room, and then you come out and it's hot again. It's like two-faced part. It's too dangerous. Yeah, you can cut your fucking hand. You can bloody little whatever, everything, and then everyone's barking at you at the same time. It's too much.
And then complaints.
Yeah, and you have to keep your shit together. Yeah, it's the other. It's the most important thing. It's like trying to keep composed what all that's going on.
Oh, because
I don't think it takes like a hard person to do it. I think it takes a certain type of person.
Because at a certain point, if you were to if you lose your shit, then you've got the customers don't stop coming in.
Yeah, everyone loses their shit too. Yeah, if you lose it, everyone loses it, and then you kind of get out of your brain.
Have you had those situations where you lost it?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Anything that you can remember that was a bit solid?
I don't actually because a lot of this stuff I found with the podcast, we're doing like a lot of chef stuff on the podcast, was that I would forget it all. Like you asked me a specific, I'm like, I know there's 1,000.
Yeah, but you can't.
But then when someone else talks about their experience with, say, a shelf that
And
fell over,
yeah,
I'm
and
like,
then it
oh yeah, I
reminds you.
remember this shelf fell over, and you got this elaborate story that feels like it was yesterday,
Yeah.
but you couldn't remember it.
Isn't that weird?
And then someone messaged in on the pod. He said, that's PTSD.
Oh
Like,
no!
Yeah, and you're like, that's what. So there was some form of PTSD. So it's like, I'm not saying I'm like a veteran or anything like this.
No,
right?
no.
But it's
no,
like,
PTSD is subjective as well
Yeah.
because of what you make it mean in your head.
and then I realized, everyone went through this.
Yeah.
Like everyone, and it's worldwide. Everyone's going through this. Like this is just a standard joke that like timers going off. You can hear them in your sleep. If you hear a timer, you immediately stop what you're doing. You could be out of the game 20 years. You're like,
Yeah.
it's fucking on. You're like,
Wow.
yeah,
Because
all the time.
we've done a bit on
Smell?
trauma and PTSD.
Dude, if someone burns toast over the fence or next door,
Yeah.
straight away. If there's
like a
gas,
habit.
if the gas smell from someone's barbecue wafts, it's fucking stop. It's like,
Yeah.
where's this coming? And I know it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But it's so ingrained after a while. So like the gas is on, the timer's going off. Who's
Yeah.
got that? Yeah. And it's fuck, that's ready. So now we have to go on this and that and that. And then you're ready for like, you have to light up, 10 different meals at the same time.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's fascinating looking back. But at the time,
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit, what was happening with my brain?
What was I doing that for?
Plus, then you've got to deal with that. I just drank like most people do. Just
Well,
drank
yeah.
or whatever other. I didn't really get into the
That
drugs.
seems a common thing with chefs.
Just drink. And then you get staffies. You're encouraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. That seems a very common thing. Is that just
The
to
most
deal
probably
with
most-
you, to numb yourself?
The most unhealthy thing you can do in that situation.
Yeah.
But also, what are you gonna fuck are you gonna do? It's also a reward.
Yeah. I used to, I
have
think,
a
smoke
beer.
weed before I go to bed. I didn't need it during the day or anything like that. Just before it's definitely not a problem anymore. And actually, I'm sober, a month sober at the moment. So
Nice.
I think I'm just going to be completely sober for as long as I can.
Do you feel like
But
do you feel like I've had over the last sort of 6 months, I've been through that as well.
yeah,
Like not just wanting to do it.
yeah,
Being months in and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then just have a few beers and then do it again.
yeah.
But then also got into like creatine randomly.
Yes.
And like, and
Well,
then
you're over 40 now.
dude.
Are you going to run a marathon soon?
it made me feel like, because I took it this morning because I know I'm going to chat.
Yeah,
Right? And
yeah.
that's what it helps
So
me
good
with.
for cognitive function.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting that everyone, such a manosphere thing to have, but like that's, I don't even like saying manosphere. That's fucking that Abby Chatfield trying to create.
I've never heard that word in my life.
Yeah.
I might use it for the next week and then
Yeah.
go, oh, fuck. Now I'm that guy.
Anyone who's like talking about like getting improvements in their life and
Yeah.
well, you're in the manosphere. You're
Oh,
toxic,
right.
toxic masculinity. But what was I saying there?
Well, I'm deep in that then.
Yeah, but I was using, I think like probably alcohol for a while. And then I stumbled on alcohol was so unhealthy for you, and and you felt terrible the next day. I think when I found out weed, I could smoke it at night and my brain would shut down because I'd have so many fucking things. I was trying to build a business. You're a dad. You're trying to be creative and the podcasts, and I had 48 different fucking things going on. And I found like I started to use, I think weed to shut down a little bit.
Make it stop.
Yeah,
or
just to
pause.
slow down.
Yeah.
And it worked. So I think I didn't get addicted to it, but it was like, well, if I need to shut down, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
And
Just use it as a tool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of going, hey, maybe just rid yourself of the 400 things going on in your head. So
Yeah.
I slowly just simplified my life, and now I just don't even feel like I need it to slow down. I can just my partner is shocked. I'm not joking.
Really?
I put my head down on the pillow the other night. It's like, okay, I'm going to sleep. And I reckon I'm not over exaggerating. I reckon 16 seconds later,
Yeah, right.
and she goes, "Are you asleep?" And I sort of just half jolted up. I was like, "Oh, I was."
Yeah.
I just
That's
go to
crazy.
sleep so quickly.
Yeah.
I just can't. I got an easy mind.
I
Like
am too.
It's just great now. I feel like it's just easy. When I'm ready to go to bed, I'm in bed.
I wonder what that is, because I've always been like that, regardless of what's going on. I
Yeah.
can just sleep. It's like like my wife sort of half jokes about it too.
Yeah, yeah.
But she, I think, is a little bit of resentment there because she finds it hard to.
Yeah.
And very light sleeper.
Oh.
She'll wake up on anything.
Yeah.
Well,
we've okay. We can carry on this conversation.
Our daughter's like out until whenever she wakes up at like 7 or 6 or whatever.
Scotty's the same.
And then you're like, did you hear that massive storm? It was like rattling the house. She's like, yesterday. You're like, no, like 5 hours ago.
Yeah. This is cool.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about me.
Do you think it's?
Maybe it's. I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes I try to think about it and go, I wonder what it is. Maybe I just use my brain and I'm so overthinking. I've got so many things on. Maybe I'm just mentally exhausted. But then I'm like, no, my partner does a lot and she takes a while to go to sleep. So maybe it's not that. So I don't know. I got mates who suffer from insomnia and things like that, and it's just financial stress and stuff like that. Maybe I feel maybe stress is a part of that. Overthinking things. I don't know.
I think it's probably that.
But
I've never had, up until just recently, I've never had what I would consider, and I've seen in others, as like anxiety or like any of that. I don't think, like, I have other shit going on that nobody wants in their head, right? But like that just won't stop. It won't stop. And I don't panic about it. It just won't stop. If I'm sitting down and it looks like I'm not doing anything, there's a fucking 100 things.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how I get that to stop so quick though. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I just want it goes somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that is a problem that we've got anyway. Yeah. Like, my partner does say I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And maybe I can't. So maybe there is something I can work on there.
If you can harness it.
Yeah, I like it though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My nothing would be like, well, let's go for a walk. I can't just sit around.
Yeah.
So maybe getting better at that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Do we have to? I like it. I'm just creative and I use my day and I feel like by the end of it, I've used everything and then bang, gone.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyway, back on the non-alcohol, don't sort of need those things anymore, I don't think. And like I've been pushing for so long to like be this healthier version of myself, and then you're constantly drinking. And it's such a sad reality that a month of no alcohol is worth celebrating.
Yeah.
Alcohol's become so normalized in society that we celebrate. Oh my God, you did a month no alcohol, especially in Australia.
Yeah.
I just don't see myself being that guy anymore. I know I will definitely have my arm twisted from time to time. Yeah, it's going to happen. And I'll pick a wedding or I'll pick a good celebration where I go, mate, maybe I will get drunk tonight. But very rarely is that going to happen for me. It's just I'm so much happier.
I dislike. I don't know if that's the right word. Like epiphany. Like I was watching something on YouTube or this. I can't remember what I was doing, and someone said that. So I've got I'm 5 years clean and sober today. Something like that, right? And I laughed like that's not a flex. Like in my head, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like I know that's like admirable if that's what you're doing. It's tough, right? It must be tough, especially if I think they were talking about being on heroin. Yeah. So I'm like, that's got to be tougher than what I'm going. What I'm even just trying casually, right? But like I was just laughing. Like, is that a flex? Like you must have been either like you must have been a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You must have been like bad decisions were made. Like I felt like, is that the celebration? Like I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like, but that's what happened in my head at that minute. I went, as if that's the thing to flex.
Well, don't you think
I could do that? But it's like you've never been through that.
I've always thought that people who
such a weird thing to think though. Like,
yeah. Well, I've always thought the people who are like morbidly obese that lose weight.
Yeah.
I feel like there's an extra level of perseverance required.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a far longer process to lose the weight.
Yeah.
Because they're so overweight. But also they have to completely change their mindset, because to be that overweight, you have to be a very ill-disciplined, unmotivated person.
Yeah.
And probably have a few other things going on that you're comfort eating and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you have to overcome not only that lack of motivation that me and you might have on a fucking normal day to go, I can't be fucked working out. You have to actually go, no, I need to if I'm going to lose this weight. But then also you have to completely change your whole personality from the person who wasn't that to the person who is motivated to doing that. So you not only have to actually persevere and be disciplined and do the work, you have to change the person you are. And that is like this extra level. Like if I put on a few kilos, all I have to do is go, I better be disciplined for a little bit.
Yeah, or that was because of that. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas they have to just, they have to completely change their mindset and become aware of what was causing some of those things.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So when they do lose that weight, fuck man, that is an achievement. That is such another level.
Yeah.
That's an extra level. And then, just even attempt, to attempt. Like, and I think for people who are in that situation, just keep on attempting because eventually you'll be. It's like it's what is it? 28 days to form a pattern or a habit.
Right.
It's probably. I'm assuming it's also 28 days to rid yourself of that habit.
Yeah, but you'd have to substitute as well.
Yeah.
Straight away, what are you doing about all this food?
Yeah.
Like you were doing this for a reason. You may not even know that you're eating.
Yeah.
For something.
Well, it's a habit as well now. It's also you've created almost an addiction or and
what are you going to sub that with? Like when I stop, I still drink, but like when I don't drink, I crave like lollies, like Skittles and shit.
Yeah.
So I just go, buy a bag of that. And I will scoff them. I'm that guy that will eat the whole bag while I'm sitting there. It doesn't, to this day, I've found it affecting me.
Yeah.
But like, I know that I've subbed it. I've definitely subbed the craft beer with a bag of Skittles. Right?
Yeah.
And then that becomes a thing. And then you're like, oh, well, I don't feel like you're lollied out, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. And now it definitely becomes the next thing.
Yeah.
But
Definitely. I mean, substitutes.
But I'm all right with it because I'm like, I've had too many of them, so I just won't do that.
Initially, I thought, just be disciplined. Like if it's weed, if it's alcohol, if it's sugary foods, you can still have them in the house. Yeah. Just be disciplined. Don't fucking do it. Don't be a weak cunt. Like that's what I would say in my head. And then realizing, well, do you know what? Most of these patterns are formed over 30 years. Yeah. And even if it's 5 years, 10 years, like that's a habit that's formed.
Yeah.
It's not shameful to go, right, well, just to break the cycle, I'm just not going to have it in the house. Yeah. Or I'm not going to have sugary foods in the pantry. Yeah. It's not like it's an extra effort for me to go to the petrol station and get an ice cream at 9 o'clock at night if I want one. Yeah. But if it's in the freezer, I might go, I'm going to have one. Yeah. So like sometimes to break those habits, you have to enforce some strict guidelines. It does make it a bit easier. Yeah. There's nothing shameful about that. I do that. If I'm trying to not eat sugary foods, my pantry will be empty. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's like also telling people you're going to do something makes you fucking want to do it. Yeah. And for whatever reason, it doesn't have to be like people you know. Just someone on the street and they've gone, what are you drinking? Oh, this is like, I've just been off booze or something like that. And you're like, I'm going to not do booze till June 10, right? Yeah. But just the act of telling someone that, anyway, in my head, works way better.
It's public accountability. Sort of thing.
And then you're like, I can do it. And they were like, they're not like saying you're not going to do this. Yeah. They're going to say, fuck yeah.
The shame of not doing it and publicly saying it is almost the motivation in itself.
Somebody's going to tell.
My ego doesn't want to be wrong.
Just tell everyone.
Just that is sometimes if you want to do a really hard challenge, sometimes tell everyone you're going to do it so they can hold you accountable.
Yeah, and then you're like, fuck, I've got to do this.
Fuck.
But I wanted to do it. So, yeah.
If it is. Yeah. So, I mean, there is also something admirable about someone who can just say, I'm doing this. Not tell anyone, just do it. Build it on the side. Because there is part of that that's also that you don't subject yourself to outside influences. Yeah. Because you might have this perfect idea of like, hey, I'm just going to have a year off alcohol. I'm not going to tell anyone. Yeah. And then you tell that one person and they might go, yeah, but what about this wedding or this? And you might go, oh, yeah. Or whatever, and then, or the other way, people go, fucking good on you. Yeah. That is so good. So fucking proud of you. And then you get this injection of like validation. Yeah. And that validation that maybe you were chasing potentially that you would have got at the end of it, you've already started to receive some of it. So just by saying it, you're getting it. And then you're like, well, now I don't have the motivation to get it because I already got the validation for trying. Yeah. So sometimes like, I feel like sometimes getting quiet is the best way. Yeah.
Well, like no one knows, like, I've made an effort to not drink as much, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been out with people sort of this week, and I've had beers, right? It doesn't really
Yeah.
That in my head doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's so much less.
No, that's
And
right.
I dropped at one point 20 kilos in the last sort of 3 or 4 months.
How many?
20
Fucking hell.
by just choosing to like. Some of it was like my dad passed away as well, so some of it was a little bit stressy.
Okay.
Right. So, but like just choosing to not drink as much or drink kind of at home, I guess.
Yeah.
And then just
Oh, so it's going to help your wallet as well.
take public transport. I force myself, but also I'm very sort of fortunate where I can do this. Right.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't have a 9 to 5 job where I have to be somewhere at
Yeah.
8:30 and leave by.
Yeah.
I can choose to walk for a couple of hours in the city in a way and do what I need to do and it
Yeah.
won't affect anything, right? And Ubers and stuff. And then
Yeah.
you're like, fuck, I don't want to. Yeah.
And that's not lost any of that sort of flexibility and
Nah, so like I'm very fortunate I can do that. So like, but it would be equivalent of like someone standing up at their 9 to 5 job and just going for a walk for an hour and a half, right? And then coming back and not anyone questioning it, which is not
Yeah.
reality.
yeah.
So I know I'm a very different position.
It's hard because
But it was just happened. But it's just diet and exercise. Like it's not
Yeah, it's
crazy. But I never told anyone I was doing this.
And it's just like a couple of small, better decisions.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You don't
And
have to
like
be
my wife-
100%. You don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, my wife is like heavily involved in it too. She's like looking at, they are.
Yeah.
They're very considerate and intelligent about the way
Yeah,
it says
yeah,
these things.
yeah.
Like, it's like, you're not like you have to do something or like we're crazy. I don't have diabetes or anything
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy that I need to do this.
Yeah.
But it's just like, something's got to sort of change or you're getting
Yeah.
older. And I was sort of like, oh, my knee hurts all the time. and you realise it's kind of, there's kind of diet
Yeah.
and stomach as well. Like she was giving me, she'd like some probiotics and all this shit. And I was like, what the fuck are these?
Yeah.
And then I found that helping too.
Yeah.
Like gut health. Then I looked into that and then you're like, oh shit, I'm this guy. It
Yeah.
says the word gut health and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's why I think you just.
But then I'm still eating all this garbage too sometimes.
Yeah. Well, But that's fine though. Like, I think that's.
And fasting. I'm fasting.
Oh, are you?
Always fasted.
What sort of fasting?
So they call it, it's intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting. Yeah.
But that's just, I was doing that before I had a name in the kitchen because it helped me think. Well, people don't do it because you got to try their food during lunch. So you get kind of bloated. Like if there's 20 bowls of risotto, you're eating 20 spoons of risotto.
Yeah.
Right, at minimum.
Yeah.
So you kind of stave off it. And then I started to notice that you were so much alert when I was prepping before the service.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, sweet. You're going to eat anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about eating because you're going to have to eat. So then I was doing that, and I've done that forever now. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your ish timeline that
I
you do?
try and eat like 11.
Yeah. Okay.
But sometimes I don't eat dinner depending on what I've eaten
Yeah. Okay.
as well. It just depends on.
I want to.
So probably 6 o'clock
Okay.
to 11, I'd say would be average.
Yeah.
But sometimes I can go a day.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Day's easy, man. That's.
Just drink water and don't stress about
It's
it.
coffee though, man. Coffee that. I love a morning coffee. Just my habit. Like it's not that I need a coffee.
Yeah.
I like to do that. I like that.
Yeah. I get headaches if I don't have one though.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Out of everything I've ever had,
when
coffee's the worst.
Yeah. The only time I did a real fast, like full on just water fast,
Yeah.
no coffee, no nothing. I did it for 3 days. I was going to do it for 7 days. I fucking pussied out at 3 days. But
Did you like?
I wasn't hungry at all. I
Yeah,
just
of
failed
course.
because there was some good food.
This is good, yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck, that looks good." No,
It's
I'm
your
gonna.
first
I'm
world
just.
problem.
Yeah, 3 days is good, you know.
Yeah.
But
3 days is fucking nice.
yeah, the first day was easy. I'd done 24-hour fast quite a lot.
Yeah.
Push into your next day and a half, and you start to get the headaches.
Yeah.
And I was aware that they were going to come on, and it's like withdrawals from the coffee, from sugar,
Yeah.
from all those sorts of
That's
things.
what it is, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you break through like about 2-3 days in, and you're like, oh, purple looks very purple today. Everything looks so much better. Like everything
Yeah.
becomes so much clearer. Your mind is clear, and the way you can function and your energy levels just sustained at this perfect little, like there's no ups, there's no downs. It's just like, whoa, I feel great, and you feel like I can do this forever. But then it's the smell and taste of food you miss. You're like, oh. Again, if it wasn't there, I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, but so that's what I find. I've definitely done 2 days, but I'm not like trying. Like I honestly will forget.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Like It's also that like if you've never done it, just give it a shot, and purely if only to just know that you can do this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might skip a meal and you don't have to panic about something that's feeling a little bit weird about it.
Yeah.
Just know that you can do it. It might be 2 minutes later, you're not going to be sick.
No. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, unless you've got something going on, like you've got high blood pressure, blood sugar. I don't know what these things are, but
Yeah.
obviously I'm not a doctor, but this worked for me anyway.
Yeah. No, fasting's good, man. I like it. I want to do another good one soon, but
Do people do it with you? Or just you? I'm always just a solo.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. 24 hours are the easy ones. Me and my partner will do them.
Yeah.
But again, I'll have a coffee though.
I think you need to do it. The way I think about it is like you've got something in you, and like you've always got something in you.
Yeah.
Like food wise,
Yeah.
water and drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
And like surely that's you're just going to chill yourself out. Just get it all out.
Well,
Like
also,
isn't that give whatever's going on a rest?
yes.
If it's your heart, if it's your intestines, if it's your arm,
Most
just give it a
definitely.
rest, man.
Well, it's,
If you're constantly eating and churning it, that's what I think.
yeah.
I don't know how I thought that one day. I was like, that makes kind of sense to me.
Yeah.
So at least that makes sense to me. If nothing
Yeah.
else. But
Now, I can't remember the exact terms, but after about, I think it's 18 hours, you go into autophagy. And I'm going
good
to,
word.
yeah. And then your body starts clearing out all the fucking shit and resetting and whatnot and starts using other things for its energy. But it's there's another part, and I can't remember. I might clip it up. Tyler Tolman talks about it, and you go into another state where your body starts using the unnecessary things in your body for energy.
Using them up.
Yeah, so like, hey, I don't need this fat, or I don't need this skin tag, and things that are just unnecessary, and it just starts using them, and you lose them.
Yeah, so that makes sense to me.
But
All that makes sense to me.
but broadly speaking, basically, if you're not eating, your body has more time to direct its energy to healing and energy and cognitive function. So if it's not trying to process food, and it's not trying to specifically filter through processed garbage and all this other shit, of course your body's going to start to heal itself, because it's like, well, I've got all this energy, let's direct it into something else. That's why people who do 21-day fasts and stuff end up like their face clears up and all of their eczema disappears, because the body goes, well, let's fucking get rid of that shit that's annoying us.
Use it for something.
Yeah.
It's for something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, burn it up.
And that's why your cognitive function, you're like, well, I'm not trying to process this shit, so all this energy can now be directed to the way my brain operates. And
Yeah.
So makes sense. You should be fasting I should be fasting more.
Yeah.
But
I just eat, and I like doing it.
Yeah,
But I just eat once a day if I'm doing anything.
Yeah.
I can't back that shit up.
Do you have
I'm
a
in my 20s
preferred
anymore.
cuisine, or is it just burgers, or what do you like?
I just kind of like everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's it is a really dumb question to ask a
mate,
chef too. Like it kind of spikes me. Like, shut up.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
but because you're like, what's your favorite thing? And
Yeah.
I can cook anything.
Well,
But it's not
that's-
even an ego thing. It's just like I've liked so many things over the years.
What are you feeling like at that time?
Like
You know,
last time I can tell you what I cooked last night for dinner.
Yeah.
It was like we had all these spring veggies, I suppose. Not spring, but they're like frozen.
Yeah.
Like green beans, peas, edamame, some other one, maybe like raw broccoli I like.
Yeah.
Just the outside bits.
Yep.
And that was like one big like pork scotch fillets, I think they were.
Yeah.
And then just like the butter sauce I made in the pan. But it's like, that's probably might sound weird that I would eat that if you see all my content.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like dinners like this, yeah.
Well,
I like
that's-
that shit, for example.
I got asked that by, I think my partner asked me that. I think Grace asked me, she goes, what would be your last meal?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I love so many different things. And I went through every cuisine in my head, and I was like, fuck, they're all good.
Yeah.
I started going to like jalapeno poppers, and then I was like, oh, mum's shepherd's pie, which is nothing outlandish.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably shit, but the nostalgia that it would give me.
Yeah, I would say that too. My mum's was too.
And
You can taste it now.
yeah,
think
exactly.
about it.
Yeah, but then like I love Mexican food. I love Asian food. I love like a beef and Guinness pie, something simple like a steak, well cooked.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, how am I feeling at that time? What have I
Exactly.
eaten recently? Like, what's the weather like? Is it a cold, stormy night where I want a soup or something? Like, what the fuck?
I reckon I reckon you're right, because that would be the ultimate death row meal. Would be what do you crave right then?
Yeah.
Because that would solve everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like key lime pie, some fucking red rooster or something. Like, whatever you felt like at that time.
At that time,
I don't think you can plan it.
No, because if, like, we were in Girona earlier this year, which is a quaint little town in Spain. It's fucking beautiful, and it's all authentic food and a lot of seafood and whatnot. And just the food I would have there is very different to the food I would have in the UK, and not because of what was available. Yes, because of what was available, but because of how you feel. Like, it's hot, so I'm having I'm having cod salad in Spain, and it's refreshing and it's fucking incredible as well. And then in the UK, I'm having a beef and Guinness pie. But like that cod salad, like, if I was at a restaurant going out with me mates, I'd never ever fucking order a cod salad. But of the things that I remember eating on that whole trip, it's the cod salad, and it's just because it was right at that time. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. So cuisine and stuff, I think when they say, oh, what's your favourite cuisine? Whatever I'm feeling like at the time.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, like, I either answer it like this in extremely long answers, or I just don't even need to address it.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, let's move on, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, you're right about the death row meal. I've always thought that too, is like, you can't choose one.
No.
You can't choose it beforehand. It's got to be, like, on the day. Or
Yeah.
like,
If it was
going to
be,
you're going to die.
If it was going to be a consistent answer, it would be my mum's shepherd's pie. And again, because it's not even the best. It's not the. I'm sure there's 20 million other people around the world who go, yeah, my mum's shepherd's pie was the best.
Yeah.
It's more the nostalgia, the smell of it when your mum would cook it at night.
Yeah, everyone's nonna makes the best
Yeah.
lasagna.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And you're
exactly.
Like, no, they don't.
No, they
It's
don't.
all the same.
Yeah.
That's funny you say shepherd's pie, because that's what I would say about my mum's too.
Yeah.
That I'm not saying she would cook maybe 3 or 4 things really well.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, right. But that was one of them. I still remember the taste, whatever the taste was.
Yeah.
But it's a calming thing. Even thinking about it feels calm.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Because
I don't think I would easily be able to just scorch it and make it the best one ever.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I definitely
compared to that, but I would choose hers.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely have a palette of like preferences.
Yeah.
Like if I have a burger, if you give me a bit of bacon in that burger, I'm fucking loving it.
Yeah.
If you add a bit of maybe that Perinaise mayo style thing, like chuck that in there, like that is my fucking jam.
Yeah.
Like even all the Texan style.
Yeah.
That's I'm going for that every day of the week.
Yeah.
But if you give me another burger that's completely out there, I'll probably taste it and go, fuck, that's good. Maybe that's my new favorite.
Yeah.
You just fall into habits and patterns.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I've fallen into a bit of a healthier one lately of just steak, broccoli, and mushrooms.
Yeah. That's all right though.
Yeah.
It's normally what we have for dinner.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I hadn't had a burger for ages.
Yeah.
I had one. I'm going to name them. They're just over here.
Yeah.
And it was horrid.
Oh, no.
I haven't had a bad thing in a long time.
Oh,
and
no.
it was almost shocking.
Oh, no.
I was like, shit, do I not get out enough? I ate it, but I ate it. This is the other thing I do.
Did you
still
review
eat
it, like put it out there?
Nah, I don't really do that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Like there's other people that so much negativity anyway.
Yeah, so if you had a bad one, you wouldn't put it out?
I just don't post it. I've got in more trouble not posting things than posting.
Oh, because they've given you
well, just people asking, I think we saw you there. And things like that sort of shit.
Yeah, okay.
How was it? But it's kind of turned now where if you're a business owner or whoever saw you DMing or whatever, they just keep it cool.
Yeah.
And they kind of want to know. But that's pre and post like chef podcast. I don't think people knew.
Yeah.
I actually kind of knew what I was talking about, or at least have a hospo background where I'm a bit more empathetic. Yeah.
Was it?
They want to know what was wrong and how to fix it.
Was it Big Don and was it you or Sev? Maybe had a bit of a public. Well, Big Don was definitely putting out.
Oh, both, but like I've been caught up in 3 or 4 of those.
Really?
He just fucking hates on everyone. I was just thinking. To be fair.
Yeah, there's a lot where I love Big Don, and he's been on the podcast, and we had a good old chat. But sometimes I feel like don't buy in. Like if you don't want to have an influencer come in and just say no thanks.
Yeah,
mate.
but also like there's this. Okay, so we were like really friendly for ages.
Yeah.
And then in the DMs once, he was going on about influencers. This is like fucking 2021 or something.
Yeah. I remember.
And I said, we were joking that it's spelled influenza.
Yeah.
Like, as a joke.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty funny joke.
Yeah.
And then I think that week I put something in the comments section of one of his posts, and I put hashtag, can I skip the line, hashtag influenza.
Yeah.
So it was obviously a very private joke being put in public.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said after that, but it wasn't abuse.
Yeah.
Right? But then he used that as a truthful, non-satire.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fine, don't worry, fine, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's a miscommunication. That's why I think.
No, but he knew that was a joke.
But
he's using it now as not a joke. And he's like,
I
was this
see.
a joke or wasn't? I've never asked to just fucking skip lines.
Yeah. And this is why I
A
think.
lot of the money I fucking paid
yeah.
for the food that I
Yeah.
enjoyed. Like,
Well, I
whatever.
think this is like where.
so I don't worry about that stuff.
I think communication, and this is why, again, it's a good idea kids aren't on social media because they'll be more present and more available. I'd hope so. They probably won't. They'll fucking find something else to connect with digitally. But I think, like, when we're actually, if you were to say that in person,
Yeah.
and you'd see the tone, the cadence, the cheeky smile, you go, he's just having a laugh. Yeah. And then anyone, just one side of the argument can go, what cunt?
Yeah.
Is this guy having a crack?
Yeah.
Have you seen that Keen and Peele clip before where
Which one?
they're talking back and forth and he's like, oh, do you want to go to the pub? I could go, but whatever.
Yeah.
And he's saying it very casually. And then the guy reading it on the other end, he's like, do you want to go to the pub? I can go, but whatever? Is this guy fucking serious?
Yeah, that's how you
and
read
he's
it,
like, do you even want to go?
Yeah.
And he's like, I can go. He's like, do you want to go? And he's like, he just keeps on going, like, taking everything out of context. And then it's a great satirical
funny.
version of exactly how conversations go. Like, I'll be an arsehole to my mates sometimes in banter, and then I'm like, fuck, shit, maybe I need a sarcasm one there because it might come across as vicious, but I'm actually just like tongue in cheek. Everyone, your real mates, they know everything.
If you're looking to be outraged, you're going to get outraged. Like, you're going to see the spelling of influencer, not as influenza. And then I probably, it's not a mistake, I'll full send it again if I needed to.
Yeah.
But like, I find it funny that no one, like, I know you can spell.
Yeah.
I know you knew this was a joke.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of your followers won't see it that way.
Yeah.
Or won't be able to spell.
Yeah.
And it's very... Then I was like, shit, this is actually a very nuanced comment.
Yes.
And you're like...
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So, like, I kind of got it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, so what?
Yeah.
Also, like, it fucking means nothing.
No, nothing.
And that's... and also, like, I don't know. I mean, this is how I started my making money on social media.
Yeah.
From that exact thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, you just started going...
There was more eyes on me, and everyone was... I bought a lot of businesses... said, like, do you do this for a living?
Yeah.
No. Like, can I get this for me? And I was like, I've never done it, but let's fucking go. And off it went. So yeah, anytime Donnie wants to fucking have a go at me,
do it. Yeah. Well, actually,
you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking hilarious.
Isn't that ironic? Because he said the same about Tash Peterson coming in, protesting. He's like, anytime she wants to come and have a go at me, come, because it's good for business.
100%.
Yeah, isn't that's full
but I mean,
circle?
It's taken a long time to figure it out.
Yeah,
so he hasn't done it in a long time to me.
Yeah,
but also, like, I just think a lot of stuff I was doing was very tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think anyone should be attacking me for it.
Yeah.
Right. But I can see how if you wanted to be outraged and wanted to publicly, like maybe you would just do your own thing.
Yeah.
That he does. If you wanted to do it, I'm pretty easy fucking target.
Yeah.
Because I'm like for a while there was like one post of me chopping an onion.
Yeah.
And I think it was an absolute terrible video. It's my first reel I ever put up there.
Yeah.
And it went off a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is watching this shit?
Yeah.
So for a while there, I was putting stats on the screen as a joke, but you could easily have said, look at him.
Yeah.
Like pumping this video. And he's right. It shouldn't have many views. Why does it have so many views? You could probably go any way you want it to go.
Yeah.
But then I still do the same thing and I'm not fucking worried about anyone.
Yeah. Well, that was like Sev. He just ate a chicken wing.
Yeah.
And someone else had done that before.
Yeah.
He just did the same thing, and
It didn't make
and
any-
it went
any sense.
viral.
Yeah.
But you leveraged it. You know, sometimes you leverage that, and you just go, "Well, okay, cool. I'm the chicken wing guy for now."
Yeah, but even I've still see him post every now and then.
Yeah.
He'll post a chicken wing, and you can see it's still
Yeah,
this chicken wing guy, and you're
Yeah.
like, fuck, how does this? It doesn't make any sense to me.
but that's the thing.
But I have videos like that too that don't make sense, and I
Yeah.
just keep pumping them sometimes.
Well, that's right, and that's the thing. Like with Sev, I chat to him every now and then, and we definitely disagree on certain things in the past, and like methods and madness. And I think he's found himself. I won't say too much about what we say in person, but he's definitely found himself in a pivot position where like you get stuck. You're like, oh fuck, I found myself in a position where I have to do certain things, bang, 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 bang. Whereas if I didn't go down certain trends or appeal to certain people or clients, then maybe I could already be doing those things if I did the slow burn. I think he definitely probably got stuck in a couple of trends, but he's definitely turned a page. But yeah, once you're in a certain category, it's hard to get out of it, which is why I try not to stick in conspiracies or politics or comedy, or I just try to be broad and be like, I'm allowed to commentate on anything and do whatever I want. And I could do a clip where I go and jump in a racing car with David Reynolds in the supercars, or I can go to a haunted house and let's go film us spending a night in a haunted house and make some content out of it. Like we're allowed to do anything because we're not shackled, and it took a lot longer to build that.
Yeah, it does.
It is.
You can see that. You can see that
easier.
Yes. You can see that on almost all of my content. It is not what I would suggest any like clients or whatever you call them that I make content for.
Yeah.
I would never suggest they do it.
Yeah.
Like it's non-consistent. I know how I should make a video to make it like pop sometimes. For example, like blah, blah, blah. But that's where the trial and error comes in. And that's why I'm so good at making any content now.
Yeah.
Like there's so much shit you would have seen that you probably don't know I've made. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm seeing that with a lot of this space, with a lot of
You don't get as many views.
no. So if I want
If you're
to
not worried about that, who cares?
well, I'll clip up something from this conversation and it might be about food.
Yeah.
It's going to do nothing with our platform.
Yeah.
But like I'll still clip it up, but then I might find some of the bit where we're talking about the digital ID, and I know that's going to go well.
Yeah.
You know what's going to work.
Yeah,
you know what's going to pop. Sometimes you just do stuff to go, right, I'm going to do something right by the guest and give them something that's relevant to them. So if we're talking about digital ID, it's not relevant to Perth to food. Like that's not.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about food, I might clip that up and put it up. I know it's not going to work, but it's good for you as well. Or content. You don't necessarily need it, but some people, like a psychologist, they might want a bit of attention in their area.
Yeah, and also I just think they like being and having a chat, right?
Yeah,
They might just enjoy that.
exactly. Like today, we've barely even really actually spoken about food. It's just been everything else. But there are some people in this sort of like political commentary space, and they've found their niche, and it fucking hits.
Yeah.
And I sometimes go, oh, fuck, do I want to do that? Because I'm going to continue to polarize people. So we took a dramatic change
Yeah.
in clipping.
Yeah.
Not in conversations. I'll still have these long format conversations because you can't take them out of context if you're listening in long forms.
Perfect.
But the clips can be taken out of context. So I try to be careful with what I do clip up now. And that's why the conspiracies and the ghost stories are just fun. They just fucking keep it going, keep the momentum going. But I think it's hard. Like someone who I started chatting to a lot, and he's a fucking legend, Sam from Two Worlds Collide podcast. Like that guy is hitting the nail on the head with his content when it comes to like what's happening politically across the landscape and who's been, corrupt, and pointing out some pretty obvious contradictions within the political landscape, doing so well. And also finding that if you go after the wrong person, you get a lot of hate or a lot of pressure from one side.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about that, and that's just part of what it is. And he's very happy to do that. And I'm trying to move away from that, still trying to shine light on the injustices, but try and keep it more to here on this long format.
Yeah.
Where you can hear the nuanced breakdown of like, hey, are we wrong as well?
Yeah.
That side of it. Whereas a clip, I know if I just go, digital ID sucks, it's going to go berserk. I know there's a clip from this, we were talking about digital ID. I'll find a way to make that go pretty well because people are fucking against it.
Yeah, and also everyone knows what you're talking about. Everyone's been through it and currently living it. So it's very...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, digital ID is probably less polarizing, but if we were to talk about immigration, for example, that's a fucking nuanced conversation that a clip can't really get the ideas across without seeming one way or the other.
Yeah. So I've had, two of those things have happened to me. So I interviewed, I don't even remember the guy's name, the current premier. Anyway,
Roger Cook.
Yeah, so I interviewed him a while back,
Yeah.
probably before the election.
Okay.
Definitely, right?
Yeah.
All we did was sit in a pub, have a steak sandwich, and talk basically nothing.
Yeah.
And we clipped out all the political shit.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't think they knew I was going to do that, whatever. Like Ben videoed it for, like my mate Ben videoed for me and made the clip. But it was like we were there for over an hour and it's like an 11-minute clip. And I thought that was amusing.
Yeah.
But even so, when you put it online, oh my God.
Hate.
It's just like, why could you give this guy airtime? It's like, have you listened to what we're talking about? It's actually nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and that's sort of what I mean about being a bit of a troll, but also I kind of like talking to anyone I want.
Well, surely you should be able to have conversations with
for him.
anyone.
We didn't mention Labor. We didn't mention anything.
Well, we had Basil on,
Yeah.
and definitely got some hate for having Basil on.
100%.
But also, what a fucking legend at the same time
Yeah.
in certain aspects.
Yeah, because I want Basil too.
Yeah.
I thought the
Whereas
funniest...
Roger won't come on here.
I thought the funniest thing would have been, and I tried to get it happening, was to have Roger and Basil and like literally post them sort of 2 days later and just go,
here you go.
like like full send everything.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to ramp up a crowd.
No.
I just want to talk to Baz.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to like Roger Cook if he fucking wants to have a chat.
Yeah. Well, Roger won't. We're not even allowed to mention him in our comments.
Why?
Well, I'm certain he doesn't run his own page anyway.
No, 100% doesn't.
When we obviously have called out some pretty poor things that are going on, like I guess they don't want that anymore. But
right, I get you saying.
Yeah. But by having Basil on doesn't mean I support Basil. I'm not a Liberal supporter.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. And so this is the thing: having conversations with people that you disagree with is the only way that we can have a dialogue to find some sort of happy ground, to understand that we all want the same thing in an essence.
That's what I'm getting at about like outrage is like if you're choosing to do that, go for your life.
Yeah.
But you know the best way to do it is just have a chat with me. I'm so approachable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about coming on to that. You know what I mean? Like I just like chatting to people.
Well,
it's just two blokes having a fucking chat.
Well, and that's exactly what would happen with something like Charlie Kirk. He's very polarizing.
Yeah.
And people will they respond so emotionally to his stuff, and specifically because they've watched clips taken out of context.
Yeah, and also not necessarily made by him.
No,
probably 99% of them are made by other people ripping stuff, putting it.
Yeah, perfect example was when they were talking about. They'd be like, he says he has no empathy for victims of gun violence.
Yeah,
and you're like, well, you left out the part where he said, I wouldn't use the word empathy because empathy implies that we can feel how they're feeling, and how can you feel? How can you even pretend to feel the pain that person's going through having lost someone to gun violence? What I do is I feel sympathy for those people. They forgot to leave that part out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And so like people have this skewed vision on him. Now, again, even if they had the complete picture, maybe they might disagree with him, but you have been manipulated to think and feel a certain way about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
People think he's racist for some reason. I don't understand how they've come to that conclusion. But
it's clips.
It's exactly. Yeah. It's clips taken out of context.
But also, it's like whoever's making the clips. It's often I know I do this to manipulate my own content, right? Is to say like whatever the subject is, like bottomless pizza and beer in Perth, right? And that'll be just for example, and that'll be the video.
Yeah.
If you said Charlie Kirk, the racist, and it was a clip of him not even talking about race at all.
Yeah.
They would just go, yeah, he's a racist. You know, so many people would see it. And they also unfortunately increases for those types of clips, increases the view time because you're waiting for something.
Yeah.
You're waiting for him to say something weird and then he never does. And it's absolutely thrown out everywhere.
Yeah. I hate those fucking things with like, the part when he says, or the part when this crocodile eats this chicken or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like waiting and you're like, That
What happens?
never happened. Ah, you got me.
Yeah.
You got retention. They're making money on Facebook.
Now we're in the insides.
He's-
I find it funny what people pay. Are you monetized on Facebook at all?
Yeah.
I find it funny what does well and what, like, I'm fascinated by that, not necessarily the money, because I mean the money's kind of all right.
okay, well,
It pays the bills and shit, but
it's
like,
it's the ones that polarize.
yeah.
But so what I've
Don't-
liked,
some do, some don't. Maybe it's my food. Maybe it's different.
because the
things,
polarization creates the comments, which
Yeah.
creates more views
Yeah.
and sharing, but the comments creates the biggest interaction and engagement, which rewards you the most. Well, what I've found is that the best ones are, like, for us, are the ones that polarize, but not too bad, not
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah.
So, for example, like a ghost story where half the comments will be like, "Oh my God, that's fucking incredible. What a story.
Yeah.
Chills." And then the other half are going, "Fuck off.
Yeah.
That is bullshit."
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with going, "That's a bullshit story." That's
Yeah.
not proper hate. That's like, but it's still, it's a polarized comment section, which
Yeah.
is just fueling both sides to go, "Fuck this shit,"
Yeah.
or "How good's this?"
Yeah.
Those are the ones that for us go incredibly well.
the biggest one that fueled the most money, I suppose, on any one post was like was literally a bowl of chips, and it had it was a chef who just poured gravy in it and tossed it, and everyone was like, "You can't." Either yes,
Yeah.
I want more gravy,
Yeah.
or they're like, "Don't even do that."
Yeah,
Like, and that was the same thing.
Yeah, polarized,
but
yeah.
it wasn't like nothing was happening.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
if
crazy
it's,
though.
if it's all hate,
Wasn't the
and
most
it did-
viewed anything either.
Yeah, interesting. Because if it's all hate, you're going to get more than all love.
Yeah.
But if it's all hate, it doesn't work as well. If it's all love, it doesn't work as well. But if it's a polarized, so that's why
The
people
Bunnings hot dogs.
these people who create content are incentivized to create polarizing content.
I'm not like naive that I don't know that.
Yeah.
But I just find it fascinating as some how the algorithm works. It's just like I'm trying to get good at the video game.
Well,
Essentially,
Well, that's it. And I refused to jump into the video games algorithm.
Yeah.
And I stepped back, and we took a hit, man. We took a hit.
Totally.
Because I got excited. I was
have to
like,
do it all
"Oh,
the
we're finally monetized.
Yeah.
We're monetized on YouTube. We're monetized on Facebook. How good? This is going to work."
Yeah.
And things were working. And then I was like, "Oh, I don't like this polarized shit. This is fueling more hate, more division. Let's take a step back." And we took a hit. And I was like, "Oh, damn it. Does that mean I have to go back?" But I didn't. I persevered. I kept on with what I was wanting our content to be.
Yeah.
More fun. Drags you to our conversation that you can go, "Oh, they've also had an insightful conversation about the political landscape that I'm really interested in."
Yeah. Yeah.
A nuanced, well-formed discussion
That's-
of
you
both
It's
sides.
finding the followers you want,
Yeah.
or your audience that you want, or want you.
Yes.
The audience that wants you.
Yes. Yeah. Build your audience, build the niche to want, like the 1,000 Truth Ends we were talking about.
Yeah.
Make them want you, and then you're never going to lose them then.
Yeah.
So, and you're not changing.
Also, I don't care about, like, I'm not a blocker, or I'd rather just have people say to a point. Sometimes
Yeah.
like hide something that's particularly nasty or something.
Yeah.
That's particularly nasty to someone else. I actually can absorb anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I think people were surprised about that for a while. I was like, why don't you just do something about this hate? And he was like, it's actually not hate.
Yeah.
It's actually just they're disagreeing
Yes.
with what I ate. I
Yeah.
ate a sandwich. They didn't eat that sandwich and hate it for some reason.
Yeah.
It's not, they don't hate, like, it's so bizarre. Like,
Yeah.
in my position, it's so bizarre.
Well-
Like, I ate a sandwich and I've got an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like, just chill.
I don't know. What's come of it, actually. I should go and have a little look of it. But I posted a picture of me and my partner dressed up for Melbourne Cup at the races.
Yeah.
And someone said something about, the horses deserve better or something like that.
Yeah, oh, okay.
And then one of my friends was messaging. she was going, can we comment on this and give this person a fucking serve? And I was like, nah, just who cares?
Yeah.
It's fine. How dare they comment on such a wonderful post? And I was like, look, mate,
Yeah.
I don't care. I think she actually commented back, so I'm gonna go have a
So
little look
what
at that. But mate, I think people. Speaking of being surprised, I think people would have been surprised at the direction of this conversation. Like, we've just had a chat about I don't know. We didn't really chat about food, but
I don't know. It doesn't
building
really
content.
matter.
That's exactly. Well, that's all this should be. But mate, it's been good having you on. I've enjoyed that.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
That's all good. Anything you want to plug while you're here?
No, not really.
No.
I think I'll do enough of that anyway.
Yeah.
Nah. Well, I haven't really got anything going on, but I'm like getting my own beer soon.
Oh,
and
sick.
Things like that.
What's like a crafty beer?
Kind of, but like I'm trying to do it. You know how you get like drink sponsors and stuff?
Yeah.
And then people always hit you up or all
Yeah.
this sort of stuff. I could never be bothered.
Yeah.
I know people do it.
So why not do your own?
Yeah, but do it from the ground up. Like,
Yeah.
So like the beer can or something might be in the frame.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
But or have it from the ground up. Like it needs to be recognisable straight away.
Yeah.
So like everyone knows it. Like everyone knows the Coke label.
Yeah,
Everyone knows
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a Sunkist and things like this.
Yeah.
And then reverse that sort of thing, and then put it out on taps as well. Yeah, things like that. We take a profit share.
Love it.
But I never stop thinking. But yeah, I don't even need to plug. People know where to find me, I think.
Fuck yeah.
If they don't, I don't care.
Yeah, I love that. That's good, man. I got nothing to plug. If you want to see me doing comedy, I'm doing the Gong tonight.
You're a comedian. See, I don't even know shit about anyone.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Doing stand up tonight at the Gong, but I dare say most of you won't get to that one. But I think I'm doing ECC on Tuesday in Northbridge.
Right.
So yeah, come down to Experimental Comedy Club in Northbridge. I think it's on Tuesday. But yeah, anyway. All right. Hooroo.